Do you like Dead Space? What about Dead Space in VR? So let's talk about it. Trapped in a dying spaceship filled with horrors, you must explore, survive, and find your way back to the safety of Earth. Cosmodread features a tense and immersive atmosphere that will make you forget about the world outside of wearing the headset. Search for resources and find a way home. Every run will have you play in a new procedurally generated layout, with random positions for rooms, corridors, items, and hazards in each different situations. Open doors, drawers, and lockers to find endless generated loot that may or may not be there when you seek it. Collect basic resources and craft weapons and equipment to deal with both enemies and hazards, because no one run will ever be the same. Now, with all the facts out of the way of the game, let's get into the real reason why you clicked on this video for my overall thoughts, impressions, and reviews. And let's break it down as follows. And boys, Cosmodread for me is a game that ideally I thought was going to be scarier than it actually is. Once I saw most of the monsters and getting up close and seeing how they attack and what their mechanics are, that initial fear of them goes away. However, the jump scares still get me, and they can appear very frequently in this game. For examples, there's a spider with one eye that can lurk in lockers, and as soon as you open them up, they will jump at you, leaving a fright. Another example is this one monster that has the ability to teleport and the lights cut out when it happens. It's actually one of my favorite monsters this game has to offer, just because of how spooky, no matter how many times I faced it or saw it. Cosmodread's performance is pretty good. I didn't notice any frame rate issues or slowdowns. However, sometimes you can just barely see the game due to how dark everything always is. I didn't encounter any glitches or bugs during my playthrough, and the game didn't crash. Warning, big warning though, my boys, this is a roguelike game, which means if you die, you start all over from scratch. No checkpoints, no saves. However, you do get these data floppy disks that allow you to earn blueprints or logs depending on your luck in RNG. These blueprints can be guns, ammo, oxygen, health boosters, armor, etc, etc. As you get more and more of those, you will use them to progress when you're feeling stuck as you play the game. You can also unlock modifiers as you play, which you can then use to spice up the gameplay loop. For example, turning all the monsters in the game into spiders, or increasing your walking speed at the cost of halving your inventory space. It should be known that I completed the game in around 4 hours or so, and your time will vary because that's the nature of roguelikes. But the replayability factor comes in from just needing another dose of trying to survive, or unlocking all the logs and the blueprints, or just overall enjoying the game. Warning though that this game is RNG heavily punishing because you're at the mercy of it constantly. It's dutify dumpster chipmunk juice, because your run could be going so well until the game determines it's time for you to die. And the loading of each game is really long, considering it's on the PS5 and PSVR2. It's almost like that the game is trying to predetermine if this is a winning run or not. And if the game thinks it's not a winning run, no matter how hard you try to win, you most likely won't, because there won't be enough ammo, not enough oxygen, or you're overrun with mobs, or lightning fire comes out of the fucking blue and kills you. The graphics of the game isn't anything spectacular either, because it's not crystal clear, but it is clear. This could be because some of the models and textures look butt ugly, borderline PS2 low-res polygonic turd dumplings, and the guns isn't really up to scuff either. It looks like it was sprinkled on some 4K AI up-resing software, and pow, that was it for the PSVR2 version. And as to talk about the guns that we just mentioned, there is no animations, and the guns barely have any haptics, but I did feel the use of adaptive triggers in certain situations, but it just feels terrible to use. It's like you're in a group and you're trying to warn everybody that you're about to fight, and now they're waiting, anticipating the fight because they want to hear you rip it, and you just let out a silent but deadly, and the whole group just got disappointed. That's how I feel when it comes to guns in Cosmodread. Very cool to finally see one away from a crossbow, which is usually the starting weapon, but the magic is gone once you use them. Despite the lack of scariness that I thought the game would have, it does a tremendous job in the sound department and audio effects, which constantly keeps you in a state of on edge or tensed up or uneasy, always checking over your shoulders. One last thing that I need to mention that irritated me about this game is sometimes when you pick up stuff, for some reason your hands will drop them for no reason at all, and then you have to go back, pick them up, and it just does it again. And you're not even letting go of the buttons, prompting you to just keep picking them up until they stay put. It doesn't happen a lot, but it's often enough that it's worth a mention. We here at NGI give Cosmodread on the PSVR2 an 8 out of 10. Make sure you stay up to date with all the latest in gaming tech news and reviews. Smash that like, and as always, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next stream or video. God bless and peace.
We need to get the fuck out of here. Not bad. The only problem is we don't have a lot of ammo. Actually, we don't have any ammo. We wasted it all. That's a big one.
Yeah, I want a Pop-Tart, bitch. I want a Pop-Tart.